Right, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Video Experience. So leaving very early tonight, and had to leave. See, he pinching his nose. Oh, here you go. Look, as he walk in the blue, see me pinches his nose as they both walk by. Both of them looking up at Pam's building up there. So again, they're using. You know, it's Valentine's Day coming up, so you know her ex is going to start calling because you know they're looking for a booty call on Valentine's, right? Particularly if they haven't found anybody. So this is why she's behaving in the manner she's behaving, which I'm going to explain, right? To get me upset. So again, to try to cause some type of hostility, right? Because you know the perps, they always got to justify, and the narcissists always have to try to justify what it is that they're doing. So if they have to create justification, that's exactly what they'll do. Using the light-skinned brother, you know, because he looked like her ex-Kuma, right? And I know he's been contacting her because that's his pattern. That's his pattern, and he knows she's known this dude since she was young, and he's just been using her for sex. But whenever he gets into a relationship, then he ghosts her. So he's back on the scene again. Anyhow, so I asked my daughter when I picked her up what time she got to school. She said late. Then she told me that her brother took her to school. I'm like, what do you mean your brother took her to school? Ethan is supposed to be in school at 8 o'clock. No, today's Thursday. 7:15, right? So Pam comes home and I said to her, how come Ethan took Alyssa to school? Right? So when Ethan came in, when Ethan came in the house, I asked him what time did he get to school. He told me late. I said, how late? He told me he missed his first period class. All right, so Pam coming, and I'm talking to her, and I said to her, how come Ethan took Alyssa to school, and now he missed his first period class? She's trying to, bro, you can go. I'm not in your way. You can turn. You know you can turn, right? He just want me to look at him. He wants my attention. Look, sticking out, looking at my crotch. Fuck you, bastard. Anyhow, look at his license plate. KHA 8783. Right? So he had enough space that he can turn and go around me. But anyhow, that's the shit that they do. So, so she came in the house and I said to her, hey, you know, how come Ethan missed his first period class today? Oh, because I had him take Alyssa to school because I was going to get to work late. And I'm like, Pamela, seriously? Really? You know? So then I'm talking to her, she's like, well, you're not my father. And I said, I'm not trying to be a father. But come on, we just had a meeting with his teachers, okay? And you should know the importance of him having to be in school early because he cannot be in school late. He cannot miss any classes unless it's for a legitimate reason. So she was like, well, I had to make him take it because I was going to be late for work. So you would rather him miss his class, okay? They're here in the New York Credit Department now. Hear them? So while I'm talking to her, they were constantly using their sirens. Now you see that what's that flashing light going on there? What is that? Anyhow, see the person headlights? Look at the person headlights. All right, so let me tell you the reason why they do that. That's a bike. All right, a scooter, whatever the hell it is, a bike. But anyway, the reason why they're doing that is because, again, I talk about how there are certain times when you have people on bikes in the past sitting in a car, and basically grabbing the scratch, and basically, you know. Because you know you've been brainwashed. So there's certain patterns that they can do to put you in a trance. Like on the bus I was talking about where the guy was sitting beside me, got off the bus, next thing you know one of my earpiece is missing, one of my earbuds is missing, right? Same thing with my phone. About over a decade ago. Sitting in the car, phone in my lap, the guy on the bike, riding the bike towards me, lights flashing. Now, this was in the day in the morning, lights flashing. Next thing you know, I look at the time on my computer, on my laptop, and lost about a good 20 minutes, and then my phone was gone. Phone was missing. Anyhow, so, but yeah. So when you hear that police siren, right? And of course, immediately afterwards, I started to notice the flashing light. Again, that's a threat, right? That's threats, right? Anyhow, and this is what I gotta do, just to expose them because like I said, they're not gonna railroad me. I'm gonna make sure that they face justice for what they've done to me, right? That I get some justice for what they've done to me, right? Whether it be in the courtroom or in the public, people are gonna know exactly what it is that they do and what they've done. So, anyhow. So Pam now, she's just like, she ran into her bedroom, talking about, "You're not my father," slams her door. Now mind you, it is minutes to 7, the kids haven't eaten anything, right? Actually, let me go back a little bit now, so things come back to me. So she walks over to our son, Ethan, and she's like, pulling his hair. She's playing with his hair, because, his hair's she twisted his hair. And she calls him, she's like, what are you going to do for breakfast, babe? And I looked at her, I said to her, don't do that. Don't do that. He's not your babe. Well, he's my son. He's your son. He's not your babe. Okay? He is not your babe. He is your son. You call your daughter. You can say your daughter. You can say babe. But I said, don't do that. You are trying to turn him into a house husband. That's what it is. He's 14 years old. I keep telling you, you need to watch what you say to our children. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So that's the, and I'm just like, I just tell her, don't ever do that again. Don't call him that. All right? So, so I guess she again, you get upset. Talk about, "You're not my father. You can't do what you do." I said, "I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm trying to give you some solid advice, and your ass don't want to listen." Okay? I said, this is why you see black male children, when they grow up to be adults, particularly being raised by a single mother, they don't know how to be in a relationship. They don't know how to control their emotions. They get set off by anything because of mothers like you, and that's the majority of black mothers, because they are raising single children, particularly young boys. And then she goes into her bedroom and she's looking at her tablet, not worrying about what the kids are going to eat, whether they're going to bathe or not. So I had to send my son to bed.
I hate whole ass niggas, man.
For real, man. You're absolutely right. Yeah, but that's a jab. They always got, like I said, they always got to do that shit. And they walk past me, talking about, "I hate whole ass." So I'm like, yeah, that's right. I hate them too. So anyhow, just put it back on them. Right? Yeah, so so I told her, I said, your ass is too damn pig-headed to understand what it is that when I'm trying to give you good advice to help you out, you just go to ignore it because what you've been told, right? And I said, you keep listening to whoever you listen to, you go see what kind of predicament you're going to end up in, and our children are going to end up in. And I'm not going to take it easy on you. Okay? And I had to tell her, for days now I've been telling her she needs to get the super to come look at her toilet, because, I don't know what happened, but the water in the toilet keeps flowing down. It's not one of those toilets where it has a tank, right? So you have to pull the lever and then the water comes down. But this, I don't know what happened. Like I said, when I'm not there, shit happens, man. and she's always blaming the kids. Oh, it's the kids, So I asked my son, I said, did you do anything to the toilet? No. You know what I'm saying? Always blaming the kids. Never. This woman would sit on the toilet seat for a damn near hour on her phone. Okay? On her damn phone. Now she walked past me, she's looking at her watch. Because again, retaliation. The retaliation for me speaking up. And I'm going to continue to speak out. The people need to know what's going on. So I'm very proud. So whatever it is they're doing doesn't bother me. But anyhow. So like I said, they're using her ex who broke up with his girlfriend. So now he's calling her back again. So, she's a stupid one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even stressing over it. But I'm just letting you guys know the pattern of what they do, right? So, and as for example, so all of last week when I was there, she'll call me, she's like, I'm leaving work now, whatever. So since her ex, I call her back. I don't even hear from her. I had to call her and find out what time she leaving work. You know what I'm saying? So
And that's something anyway.
they, yeah, you know. So but again, this is all part of what they do. So as I'm talking to her, she's like, turn to me and stick her tongue out at me, and I'm like, wow, right? I'm like, wow. She turned and stuck her tongue out at me. Noise campaign. Noise. Yeah. Bad signal, see that? Tell you, helicopter passed by, she's sticking her ears trying to master palm fixation, sticking my finger out at them. Because that's what they want to do. And that's why she did what she did today. And she's definitely doing it on purpose, right? She's doing this on purpose. And when our son failed, right? You know what I'm saying? Off of, and again, lies, that's what they do. Lies and deception, right? And as a TI, this is why I do what I do, to tell my part of the story, because they're going to tell their part of the story and they don't want you to tell your part of the story. Okay, that's how they have you at a disadvantage, because they want to control the narrative about you. But if you tell your story, they can't control the narrative. Okay? So anyhow. Yes, I just left, man, because I was like, you know what? And then, so then she's like, oh, my phone. Now, mind you, right, when it was last week that I went home and the kids were late to school again, and she's like, oh, my phone, I need a new phone because I'm not hearing my phone in the alarm room. So she got a new phone. She got a brand new iPhone, the new version of the iPhone. And yet, she woke up late and again, blaming the phone. No responsibility, right? I said, didn't you? She's like, yeah, my phone went off 2 times. I just turned it off and I went back to sleep. And you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, let me tell you, I've studied this. She hasn't. Using her emotions, using the honey traps to manipulate her. They've been doing this, telling these guys exactly what to do, what to say, right? So they can cause conflict. And they know how she is. They understand your personality. They shape your personality. So, like I said, in order for you to get back who you are, you need to understand what's going on. You need to understand what it is that they've done and they continue to do, right? So, anyhow, and it's just ridiculous that she would rather, instead of her being late for work, she would rather our son be late for work because now she has him dropping our daughter to school when he has to be to school, you know, at 7:15, which is 2 days a week, right? Tuesday and Tuesday? What it is? Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, and at 8:05, Monday and Wednesday, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and she sees nothing wrong with it. She sees nothing wrong with it. She's it's like I'm talking to her, and this is like she's like throwing up her shoulder, like so what? And I'm just like, wow, right? The so-called woman who loves her kids, who on the phone with her friends, talk about how much she loves her kids, and I have to go to the school and meet with this teacher and this and that, and we really got to get busy on doing it. And then when she gets in the house, what does she do? Nothing. She ignored everything that she said that she was going to do. She ignored it. Okay? She ignored it. Like I asked her to help our daughter with her math homework over the weekend. You think she did that? No, she did not do that. Right? She did not do that. She doesn't care. It wasn't until when I got there, which is around 7 o'clock, I had to help her do her homework. And I reminded her. Saturday I reminded her. Sunday when I spoke to her earlier, I reminded her. She did be like, yeah, I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Nope, never did it. And then last night she's calling me, because again, this is what they do with the threats. So she's calling me talking about her friend, and how her friend's daughter is 4-year-old, how she had lead poisoning, right? Now, again, using her to convey these sort of subliminal threats, right? Like I said, when I see her started sending me pictures about me and Alyssa when she was a baby, and then they follow up with some sort of threats, some sort of subliminal threats. This is what they do. This is what they engage in. Okay? And I got really mad. I said, you know what? Let me leave. Let me leave, because really and truly, you know, if I stay over there, we're both never getting to sleep. All right? Because it's going to be a shouting match, and I'm not trying to have that with her. You know what I'm saying? I am not trying to have that with her, so I'm leaving. She can go do whatever the hell she want to do. Like I said, you guys see me, I'm here, I do my best with my kids, you know, but it's like I'm fighting a losing battle with her. Okay? When it comes to our kids, when it comes to putting them first, it's a losing battle. You know? And she's doing whatever she can to destroy their education, to destroy their life, because her life doesn't go the way she wants. Right? And who's to blame? Me and the kids. Me and the kids are to blame, not her. She bears no responsibility, no fault on her own. It is just me and the kids. If it's not the kids, it's me. It's me for her alopecia. Even like I'm telling you, to change your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle. Start going to bed early. Okay? Start getting enough rest. Right? Stop. If you're going out, stop leaving the kids by themselves all day and all night. Because then when you come home, you can't take care of them because you're too exhausted. But nope. You know, she was on the phone last night talking about, some men in this could be wrong and strong. I told her tonight, I said, you know what? You tell people all kind of shit, right? But you don't look at yourself. You are the only one in this situation that is always wrong and strong and wrong. And want to be, you don't want to admit your fault. You know? And then she's like, oh, you're right. In terms of, having our son get to school on time. I said, not a matter of fact of me being right. It's the facts. The fact is that he needs to go to school on time. He needs not to be late. He needs not to miss any classes unless he's seriously sick. And then you need to bring a doctor's note. Okay? So if you think you telling me I'm right, it's because I want to hear that I'm right. No. But that's who they are. They want to be told that they're right all the time, that they're doing wrong. These are the narcissists. And like I said, today's black women are the most narcissistic women alive today.
If you're going to get it today.
They are the most narcissistic women today. And I had to tell her, I said, listen, I know you do a lot of shit that you do is unconscious. But I can recognize it, and I try to tell you, I keep telling you, I see your pattern. Right? When I'm trying to tell you so you can watch out for the traps, you don't care, you don't want to hear. Oh, the wheelchair, the NYPD. Wheelchair pass by, across the street. NYPD drive by. But that's, like I said, it never fails. It never fails. That's why I turned that. When I saw her, I said, okay, NYPD. And I saw them turn. And I was like, yep, there you go. You're a predator department. So now, she shows up with her bag to these two over here. And she's looking down at her feet. Look, yeah. They see I'm turning, and I explained exactly what it is that they're doing. Look, watch. I'm telling you, these females, man, a lot of these black females are into this because why? Because they're religious. They're very religious, and they pastor understand how to manipulate them. And they trust their pastor more than they do their man and their husband, right? This is why a lot of them are single. This is why a lot of black men are single. It isn't because we want to be single. It's because our women have been conditioned in a certain way.
Nah, that was one of my
okay? In which no other community of women have been conditioned in that way as black women are. Right? Go to any other community and see what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about. Okay? And you see how they're one of the reasons why they're prospering and their children are more successful is because they understand the importance of family and raising good children. But these women, they want the men to take over the job of raising their children. Right? But they want child support though. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.